In this video, I'll walk you through the exact step-by-step process I took from 1. Having no knowledge, to 2. Trading with small capital, to 3. Scaling to my first 6 figures, and eventually 4. Hitting that 7-figure mark. I even did this trading live in front of thousands of people, so no, this wasn't luck. This video will cover all of the lessons I wish I knew so you can reach that same goal, but in half the time that it took me. Like most people, I followed the traditional path. I went to school, then university, I got a good degree, I started working a 9 to 5, which is what society paints as the dream life. But let me tell you, it quickly turned into a nightmare. On top of that, I was suddenly met with health issues, and I spent 5 years traveling the world going from doctor to doctor with no real answers, feeling stuck and feeling hopeless. After this, I had no clear direction, no clear plan, and honestly no idea how to create the life that I wanted. When I finally started to recover, I knew one thing: I couldn't work a typical 9 to 5. My health wasn't 100% and I needed to find a way to make money online, something remote, something flexible. So I dove into the world of online hustles and I tried everything you can imagine: freelancing, e-commerce, affiliate marketing, copywriting, you name it, I tried it, but none of them clicked. Then one day, a friend introduced me to crypto. It sounded promising, but let me tell you, I was terrible at trading at the beginning. I had no strategy, no knowledge, and I made huge losses. My bills kept piling up and the situation was just eating me alive. That's when I stumbled across day trading. At first, I was skeptical. I had zero knowledge and I had barely any capital to start, but I realized that if I wanted to change my situation, I needed to commit to learning this skill. And here's the thing: I know the struggles you might be facing now, feeling overwhelmed, lacking the resources, not knowing where to start. Trust me, I've been there. But the truth is, it's all possible if you follow the blueprint I'm about to share with you in this video. A long time ago now, I started with what I had, just a few $100s, but tons of grit. And just like most traders, I went through the painful journey that everyone talks about. I was scammed, I held onto trades for way too long, and I made all the classic mistakes. I was chasing pumps, I was revenge trading, I was over leveraging, you name it, I did it. And although it sucked at the time, every failure taught me a lesson. I quickly realized that if I wanted to succeed here, I had to level up. I knew that I couldn't keep winging it anymore. So I took the risk and decided to invest in my education. I studied everything I could about the markets, how they work, what moves them, the role that major players like bank and market makers play. I dived into supply and demand dynamics. I understood the economy. I looked into technicals. I looked into fundamentals, and I learned how price action moves. So when the crypto market entered a bear phase, I pivoted. Instead of staying stuck in one market and one asset class, I started to explore other opportunities. Slowly, I started making progress, building on the small knowledge base that I had and growing my account little by little. Despite learning so much, I still wasn't seeing consistent profits and I was stuck in that break-even phase. And that's where the turning point really began. What I'm about to share with you next is exactly how I went from struggling to hitting my first 6 figures. So after experimenting for months, I finally realized that money only comes later as a byproduct of knowledge in trading. This concept seems very simple, but it's not as easy as it sounds. So at this point, I went through 3 phases: the learning phase, the testing phase, and finally the execution phase. During the first 2 phases, I didn't even think about the money at all. I wasn't trying to make a fortune. I was only focused on improving as a trader, understanding proven strategies, and making better decisions trade by trade. And that's when it started to click. I found my edge trading only one asset class, one market session, and only taking 1 to 2 trades per day as my trading rules. For me, this was only trading gold consistently with a proven model based on liquidity and fair value caps during the first 2 hours of the New York AM session. I then doubled down on prioritizing risk management to protect my capital and strictly following a robust trading plan that I had created. This combination completely transformed my trading, and at first it was anything but easy. But once I had built a solid foundation, everything started to click. Trading became a systematic process. Every time my A+ setup appeared, I executed without hesitation and without emotion. It got to the point where I was really just operating like a machine. If X or Y happened, I buy, and if X or Y happens, I sell. No emotion, no second guessing, just following the plan and trusting the process. This is around the point where I then realized that trading isn't just about mastering technical skills, it's deeply personal. To hit my first 6 figures, I had to completely change the way I thought and lived my life. I optimized everything around me to perform better as a trader. At first, I started with the basics: better sleep, improved nutrition, a solid daily workout and routine, and yes, I even started meditating. Now, while that might sound really cliche to you, it helped me stay tremendously calm under pressure where it mattered the most. Trading is a mental game, and your habits outside of trading will always reflect in your results and in your success. The real turning point came when I stopped treating trading like a hobby or just a side hustle and started treating it like a serious business. I established a strict framework to keep myself disciplined in life and also in the markets. I created a set of non-negotiable trading rules, defined my risk parameters, committed to a proven strategy based on liquidity, and followed them without fail. I would never deviate from my plan, and this all really helped. While all of this significantly improved my results, what really took me to the next level was journaling every single trade. This is something so many traders overlook, but it's often what separates the amateurs from the professionals. I documented everything. I mean everything. The setup, why I entered, how I managed the trade, and what I was feeling during the process. I even took a screenshot of every single trade, and then every week I would sit down and review them. Journaling helped me spot patterns I was blind to before. It allowed me to refine my trading strategy and identify exactly where I was going wrong and what I was doing right. From here, I simply did less of the behavior that made me lose and more of the behavior that made me win. Over time, those small adjustments added up, and suddenly I was seeing consistent profits. Once I started actually making money consistently day trading, I never took it out. I always reinvested every dollar back into myself, my education, and my long-term investment portfolio. And this included coaching programs, mentorship programs, mastermind programs, safer crypto investment, stocks, and precious metals. And that's when the magic of compounding really kicked in. The growth was slow at first, but it built momentum over time. By staying focused and committed, I stacked my skill set and I raised my earning capabilities, and my investment accounts skyrocketed. That's how I reached my first six figures. None of this would have been possible if I hadn't first invested in myself, and that's why I trade live in front of thousands of others now, because my strategies work. And people who invest in themselves, they're the ones who see results. We've had traders in my community playbit like Jaden making hundreds of thousands, and what's most exciting is that we teach you the entire journey from struggling to profitable, just like I did it. On the topic of playbit, joining the team took my trading to another level entirely. With their guidance, I transitioned from trading gold to Nasdaq futures, and I combined their proven strategies such as the ILM and the Orb with my own. I also started leveraging prop firms for funding, which gave me access to larger capital while still managing my personal trading account. The payouts compounded quickly and the growth was exponential. More than just the financial gains, this experience taught me the power of networking with the right people and the right resources to maximize your potential and your gains, not just in trading, but in life. As my trading success grew, my circle of high value people expanded. I realized something important. Day trading gave me active income, but it didn't create passive income for me. And I knew that if I wanted to truly be successful, I had to make my money work for me at this point. Using the funds I'd earned through day trading, I diversified and entered the real estate market. I capitalized on low risk saving accounts and other passive investment vehicles, and this accelerated my income growth significantly beyond what I could achieve just by active day trading alone. I also started leveraging the experience and the knowledge I had gained from trading and applied them to the world of business and entrepreneurship. Trading opened doors to multiple income streams for me, and those streams added to the momentum and propelled me forward. This is what eventually allowed me to go from six figures to seven figures. So here's the truth: if you're a trader aspiring to make millions, reaching that mark wasn't about one lucky trade or gambling. It was the result of hundreds of small disciplined wins over a matter of years. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The journey was long and incredibly challenging. Anyone who claims it's easy is probably just trying to sell you a dream so they can push their product or service down your throat. But here's what truly made a difference for me: a relentless drive to succeed paired with consistency, discipline, and faith. These were the foundations of everything that I built. Because of that dedication, I've been able to create a life of time, location, and financial freedom, all thanks to trading. Along the way, I've learned a few lessons that I want to share with you to round this up. First, always focus on learning before earning. Master the craft and the money will follow. Second, risk management isn't just important, it's literally everything. It protects both your account and your mindset. Patience and consistency, they'll take you further than luck ever could. As I gained more experience, I realized that I wasn't thinking about taking more trades, I was actually thinking about taking less. It was about taking better quality trades. Remember, quality always beats quantity. mentality. Probably one of the most important lessons is to use day trading to generate active income, but don't stop there. Reinvest everything into developing skills that create additional streams of revenue, whether it's building a trading business or building something outside of trading to create additional streams of income. These investments can pay off massively. And finally, don't forget to put your money to work for you. When you reach an extremely profitable level of trading, invest in areas like real estate, low risk savings, stocks, or other investment vehicles that generate passive income for you. Active income gets you started, but passive income is what builds long-term wealth and true financial freedom for you. If you take these lessons to heart, I'm confident that you can reach 1 million, but in half the time it took me. So if you're ready to level up your trading, click the top link in this description to join Playbit and start your journey. And if you want to know how I made my first 100k day trading and if I had to start over again, watch this next video. Thanks for listening. Peace.